Dear Essay Library, hope you're doing well.
Hi. Hello, there you are.
I'm writing from Harga, the Swedish village at the center of the film Midsommar. Here, everyone wears a uniform and celebrates nature. There are team-building activities and games, and every detail aims to develop a sense of belonging and mutual support. The ideal summer camp experience, right? But in Harga, this collectivism is brought to the extreme. There is no such thing as self-determination as we'd understand it. The group is a whole unit, and that's the only way to live in it. When a child is born, they're everyone's child, raised together by the whole community. Because the Argas are interwoven, they belong to the same self. So since I came here for my essay, there is a question that keeps me up at night, and not just because the sun rarely sets. Why do the Argas become the ideal social support for Dani, the film's protagonist, in her processing of trauma and grief? She comes from a different social perspective, Western society, largely built on the opposite model of individualism. In her own environment, she appears left alone after the loss of her whole family, with no genuine care, not even from her manipulative boyfriend Christian. The trauma of the murder-suicide carried out by her sister is the burden that she brings with her during the trip to Sweden, where she finally finds in Harga's emotional collectivism the acceptance she was seeking without success in the US. In Dani's case, Western systemic individualist beliefs are an implicit obstacle to seeking authentic support. The pagan community has an ideal regenerative influence on her precisely because of their founding belief in reciprocity, hallucinogenic spiritual experiences, and collective effervescence. In Harga, people are not just relating to her, they are her, like a mirror, where she can translate their pains and shortcomings into something bigger, to which she can belong without hesitation, just feelings. Moreover, for the Swedish commune, death is not a taboo, but an accepted part of the life cycle. A ritual. Harga's autonomous social organization is based on the founding belief in a transcendent and age-old authority. They are cut off from the world and any recognized law or regulation. This results in human sacrifices and killings. Dani slowly but inexorably adheres to their norms in a delusional state that leads her to the final sequences of the film, where she becomes May Queen and gains the power to choose Christian to be offered as a sacrifice to the sun. In the script, this is how Astrid describes the final shot. She has surrendered to a joy known only by the insane, she has lost herself completely, and she's finally free. It is horrible, and it is beautiful. Her smile reveals the deeper themes of the movie, how our urban and disconnected society struggles to effectively deal with trauma and death, while this innate quest for belonging and support can make humans vulnerable. The Hargas feel like an antidote to this alienation. They are in deep contact with reality, with nature, with themselves. She's now one of them, part of a codependent relationship that requires such obedience that it incorporates her individual determination into the group. It's a way to escape from her singularity and be a part of the whole. Losing our own individuality may feel comfortable when we're dealing with grief and trauma. It's something many have dreamed of, and that's what Harga offers. The loss remains, the mourning is shared, divided into equal parts. A new symbiotic bond to which Dani abandons herself, merging into another idea of family. So, I've seen enough, guys. It was a learning opportunity, but like all summer experiences, it needs to end. I'm leaving the compound tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm coming back. Right?